Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Coach Rebecca. Welcome back to Feed Your Body Fit. Today we are going to be making egg white chicken enchiladas. Egg white chicken enchiladas, and I actually have a helper with me today. My daughter Sophia is joining me, or she would yell at me right now. See, she's upset because I didn't call her Sophie. That is her preferred name. Any other parents out there that always call their kids by their official name and the kids get really upset? Sophie's going to be helping me to make the egg white enchiladas. But before we get started, I want to go over with you the ingredients for everything we're going to need for our recipe tonight. And as always, several of these things can be prepped ahead of time to make dinner time run really smoothly and to be able to whip a recipe like this together in less than 15 minutes. So, as you saw in the title of this post today, we are literally going to be able to use every single one of our 21-day fix containers today. So we've got some protein. We actually have salsa, which is going to be that purple container for those of you who follow the 21-day fix. We've got some veggies we're going to throw into this. We've got black beans. We've got corn that's going into this. So we're going to get some of those vegetable-based carbohydrates in there. We actually are using cashews. That's the mystery ingredient. I'll show you how we use that in a second. And of course, we're gonna have cheese as well, because what's an enchilada if you don't have cheese? So I see we've got some people logging in. As always, you guys, I love it when you let me know what you think. If you've got questions, please comment. We love that. And of course, I will be posting at the end. After we get done recording, I will post the detailed recipe as well as a link to my page, myditchthescalejourney.com, where you'll be able to print off a PDF version of this recipe for you to make at home. So let's get started, you guys. So again, I mentioned one of the biggest things that is different about these healthy chicken enchiladas is instead of using a corn or a brown rice tortilla or a flour tortilla, we actually are using egg white tortillas. This is what they look like, you guys. I made some ahead of time, but my helper Sophie is going to help me to show you guys how simple it is to make these enchiladas that even a 10-year-old can do it. So right now, she's going to show you, it takes about, just so you guys know, for this recipe to make 8 enchiladas, which is what we want, to make 8 enchiladas, it's going to take you, I'd say about 12 egg whites. I already have 5 enchiladas made up here, so it's going to help me make the rest of them.
And
so,
I have 4 eggs right here. And then I have another bowl right here to put the egg yolks in because you don't want the egg yolks.
All right, so separate those eggs for us if you can do that. We've got the pan heating up because you want that pan to be hot so that when you're getting those egg whites in there, they're going to cook up really quickly to make a beautiful enchilada. So Soap's going to do that for us right now. She's separating the eggs and she's going to whip those together. While she is doing that, I want to quickly show you guys, I'm going to just put together the inside piece to our recipe. Again, what's going inside the enchiladas is what we're going to cover right now. So let's put those together. We have got about a pound, just over a pound of chicken breast. I got those chopped up already. Again, that was cooked and chopped up. We always do that on Sunday with our food prep. We'll cook up the chicken ahead of time, throw it in the refrigerator, and then take it out as needed for recipes throughout the whole entire week. We'll measure this out right now, you guys, with our red container, our protein container. We've got 1 red container, 2, 3. All right, guys, we got 4 red containers. So 4 red containers, and again, that's approximately just over a pound of chicken there. So we'll put that to the side. Now we're gonna add in, we've got our chicken, which is our base, our protein. We're gonna add in 1 cup of onions. And you guys know me, I've got my Ziploc baggie with my pre-cut onions. We're gonna throw a cup of onions in there. Don't tell my daughter, even though she's standing behind me, I'm throwing a cup of Food processed broccoli down to the bite size there. We're gonna get some added greens in there. We're gonna also add in, I'm gonna rinse these out. We've got 1 can of organic black beans. Again, a can of organic black beans. Give those a little rinse. So as you know right now, we've got 2 green containers, 4 red containers. So our black beans are a yellow container. We're just gonna show you, we've got 1, 2, 3 yellow containers of black beans. And then of course, we're gonna throw in some corn in there. We gotta have some corn in the enchiladas. What do you guys like in your enchiladas? Do you like peppers? Do you guys like jalapenos? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I wanna throw some jalapenos in there. I gotta go grab those. We like corn, onion, of course. Everything is better with onion, so we always like to do some onion. All right, guys, let's measure up our corn. Also, corn is a yellow container. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got 4 yellows for the corn, you guys, 4 yellows for the black beans. So in total for this recipe, we're gonna have about 8 yellow containers. We've got 2 green containers for our broccoli and our onions. And then we've got, what did we say? I think 5 red containers for our chicken. All I'm gonna do right now is just give this a nice little toss. Get these ingredients kind of mixed in here and together, you guys. So how's the egg whites looking? Good? You're ready to, did you already mix them?
No, I'm just mixing.
Okay, let's get them mixed and let's get them on there. So boom, that's it. So that is our inside for our enchiladas, you guys, and this is a lot. So ultimately, you probably could end up making anywhere from 8 to 12 enchiladas with this mixture here. We're just doing 8 enchiladas tonight, so I'll let you guys know what that looks like. Now, I pulled out my handy dandy taco seasoning. I'm also gonna throw in 2 tablespoons. And again, this is gluten-free, lower on the sodium level. And that is my taco seasoning. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of my taco seasoning. Put that to the side because we're still gonna use that. Mix this up again. And as your enchiladas are cooking, you guys, this seasoning is gonna just marinate in to these vegetables and your chicken. I see some more people logging in. Thanks for joining us, you guys. If you're just logging in, we are making egg white chicken enchiladas, you guys, and we're just finishing up getting our inside of our enchiladas, or the stuff that's gonna go inside of our enchiladas done, which is some chicken, black beans, corn, some broccoli, our secret green ingredient in there, and some taco seasoning. As you guys can see, that's all ready to go. I'm gonna set this to the side. We will also be using some salsa. This is store-bought salsa, so when we use the store-bought salsa, you guys are gonna use 1 cup of that. That's gonna be our purple container. So again, because of some of the sugars that are in that pre-bought or store-bought salsa, that's gonna be a purple container, and we're gonna use 1 cup of salsa that's gonna go into our mix. All right, guys, so Soph is working on the egg white enchiladas. As you guys can see, I'm gonna kind of bring it over here. The pan is hot. She used a 1/4 cup of egg whites, 1/4 cup of egg whites. And she's just gonna scrape around the side there. You literally make it kind of just like you do an omelet, but it's a 1/4 cup of egg whites. It's gonna give you a thin layer in that small pan. That pan is like that perfect size for the size of a tortilla shell, you guys. And all she's gonna do is just keep it loose, and she's gonna flip it over, and it's gonna actually make these little perfectly circle egg white enchiladas. All right, guys, now we need a sauce. So there's 2 options here. Tonight, I'm actually gonna make a white sauce for you guys, but you could keep it super simple. You do not need to do this added step here. You could just use salsa, or you could use a low sodium enchilada sauce, and that would be it. Throw these together, put them together, and throw them in the oven. You could just do that. But again, I like a white sauce with my enchiladas, so that's what I'm making. And so tonight I'm making actually an enchilada sauce that's actually made from cashews. That's right. How crazy is that, right? Cashews. And this is a secret that I know a lot of vegans use because the cashews can make a great form of a white sauce. We use it as kind of a modified cheese form for a lot of different recipes, but we're gonna use our blue container because that's what cashews are. And we're actually doing about 1 cup. So that's gonna take 4 blues. We're doing 1 cup of cashews. Now you guys, these cashews were unsalted raw cashews. And as you can see, I had them in a bowl here. These had soaked in water for about 2 hours. And what that does is it gets them really soft. So they're gonna break down really, really nicely. And it actually makes a nice creamy sauce, you guys. So you got one of those enchiladas ready? So Sophia just got done with her first enchilada. And as you guys can see, again, 10-year-old can do this. It's so simple, you guys. She's got that enchilada ready. She's gonna finish up the rest of those so that we have enough to make all of our recipe. So again, 1 cup of cashews here that again have been softened by sitting in water for about 2 hours. So you can do that ahead of time. Just throw them, just drain them obviously into a strainer, and then they're nice, soft, and ready to go. And then with this 1 cup of cashews, I'm just doing 1 cup of water. Again, 1 cup of water. So I've got that. I'm gonna throw that into my little mixer here, and that just goes together. And then I'm taking back out, because we want this to have a zing to it, right? Because this is our enchilada sauce. I'm actually gonna take another tablespoon of my taco seasoning, pour that in there, and get my top on here. And of course, I'm using my favorite tool in the kitchen, my Ninja blender. And we're just gonna pop this on the blender and give it a quick pulse, and it's gonna make a nice creamy sauce for us. You guys can see in the camera there, this is nice and creamy, not chunky at all. Because those cashews were all meshed down, you can kind of see on my, it's nice, tangy, it's perfect. And again, it actually, let me see if I can pull with my spoon here so you guys can see what this looks like. It's like a little creamy sauce, right? Kind of looks like sour cream almost. That's kind of the thickness of it. And again, that's gonna be our sauce that is going on top of our enchiladas. All right, so we've got those ready. Let's start putting this recipe together, you guys. So we've got my pan. I'm gonna grab one of my enchiladas, get it ready here in my palm of my hand. We're gonna take that spoon and we're just gonna get a little bit of our chicken and corn and black bean mixture ready here. Okay, guys? So again, you want to stuff them, but you don't want them overstuffed, right? So you're going to kind of, just like a taco almost, okay? And I'll actually use that in just a second. But what we're going to do is just lay them right down here. So I'm just going to kind of, boop, pop them in, and you're going to kind of push them tightly together. That's what's going to keep them formed. I'll do a couple more. Got some enchiladas coming for me? Perfect, so thank you. Again, we've got number 2 ready to go. And you're just kind of layering these right up against each other, just like you would kind of like a little taco. And as you guys can see, we've got plenty of filling here, you guys, plenty of filling. And this recipe, like I said, is gonna give you about 8 to 12 of these amazing egg white chicken enchiladas. So we've got tons of protein, you guys, here. We've got some healthy carbs, obviously non-grained carbs here from our black beans. And we've got some protein from those black beans too, and from the corn, you guys. All right. Ooh, this one's a little thicker. All right, let me reach behind me. I'm gonna get some more enchiladas. So what's for dinner at you guys' house tonight? Do you have activities? I know Sophia actually starts softball tonight, fall softball. So we've got practice at 7 o'clock. So we're gonna try and get a healthy dinner in before she leaves for the night. You got the last one? All right, so that made up little 5 enchiladas for us. Woo, that one's hot. So you guys can see, we definitely have some, and we've got some filling left over here too. So I'm just gonna pop this in here. Thanks, Soph. That was easy, right? Sophie's gonna be my eyes too. She's gonna tell me who's live with us right now. Soph, who's on live with us? Can you see them?
Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Rosie.
Thanks for jumping on. Rosie, thanks for jumping on. You guys, let me know where you're from. If this is your first time jumping on with us, I'm going to start spreading while she's telling me who's on with us. I'm going to start spreading over our chicken enchilada sauce that we just made, that cashew sauce, you guys. And this is going to melt up so yummy and nicely on top of these enchiladas. Did I hear Chrissy Joe's on? Chrissy Joe, JP will love these. If you make them at home for him, I know he will love them. So you guys, in total, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 enchiladas here.
Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. Thanks for jumping on, you guys. I'm going to show you how pretty this looks.
Rachel.
You guys, can you see I've got that enchilada sauce that we made with the cashews? Again, all that enchilada sauce was taco seasoning, cashews, 1 cup of cashews, and a cup of water, you guys. That is it. And you guys, it is so good. You will not even you can't even tell that there's no dairy in that enchilada sauce. All right, I told you we were gonna use 1 container of salsa for our purple. So now that I've got our enchilada sauce on there, I'm just gonna dab this salsa. We're gonna drizzle the salsa all over.
Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, thanks for jumping on.
Jess.
Jess is on, like Jess Cooper?
Yeah.
Hey, Jess.
Amanda.
I'm loving all you ladies jumping on with me tonight, and I was so excited. I really hope you guys are getting the chance to try some of these recipes because they are really, truly simple. Honestly, anybody can make them. You can make so much of this ahead of time. We actually still have a ton of our meat and corn mixture, you guys. This is something you guys can use to throw on a salad throughout the rest of the week. So this is a chance for you to not only make one meal, but potentially have some leftovers for your lunches and for another dinner later this week. So I always love that as well. All right, guys, last ingredient is some cheese. Of course, we don't want to forget about the cheese. So we're gonna do about 1 cup of cheese on the top here. So again, we got those blue containers coming at you. We are gonna use 4 blue containers to get our cheese on. So this is cheese number 1, container blue. And then Sophie, can you turn the oven on for me? I want to go 350, you guys. That's all, because everything is already cooked, right? Your egg whites are cooked, your enchiladas are cooked, your chicken is already cooked up. So really what we're doing right now is we're just heating this through so that it's warm all the way through, and we're able to get that cheese melted. So you're just going to put the oven on 350, and you're going to cook this for about less than 20 minutes, you guys. Again, 350 for 20 minutes. Boom. All right, get every little bit of that blue container, because I don't know about you, but I love my blue containers. It's so hard to decide whether I'm gonna have avocado, if I'm gonna have almonds, or if I'm gonna have cashews, or I'm gonna have cheese. So when I can get a blue container in, I make it happen every single time, and I get every little ounce of my blue container into my mouth. So this is what our beautiful egg white enchiladas look like, you guys. Again, 350 in the oven for 20 minutes, and it's gonna be ready to go for your family to eat. So I'm gonna throw this in for a second. All right, that's in the oven, out of my hair. And I just want to go back over with you, and I will post the container count on this whole recipe. But as you know, we had 5 red containers for our chicken. We had another 1.5 red containers for all of the egg whites, because we used 12 egg whites, you guys. Again, 8 egg whites equals 1 red container for our 21-day fixers. We've got 2 cups of corn. We've got 2 cups of black beans. Those are yellow containers, you guys. So we've got a total of 8 yellow containers in this recipe. We had a cup of onion, so a cup of our green container here for onion, and another cup of broccoli, another green container here. We had our salsa, 1 cup of salsa for the purples. And then we, of course, have our cashews that are in our enchilada sauce, or our white enchilada sauce. So that's 4 blue containers for that, and another 4 blue containers for our cheese that's on top, you guys. So if you get 8 enchiladas out of this, again, 8 enchiladas, you are looking at eating the full rainbow tonight from a 21-day fix standpoint. You've got 1 red container, 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 green, and you've got probably about a quarter, or just under a quarter, of course, of a purple container. So you get every single container. Not only do you get that, so you're really getting a balanced dinner, but you're also gonna get a delicious dinner that is not gonna leave you feeling heavy and weighed down, but it's totally gonna leave you feeling fulfilled. And you guys, your family is gonna come back for seconds and thirds of this recipe because it is so delicious. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please let me know when you guys try a recipe that we do here on Feed Your Body Fit. I love your feedback. I definitely want to know, what kinds of recipes do you and your family want to know about? Are there ingredients that you're concerned or scared to use that you want to see me put a recipe together with? Kind of like the spaghetti squash. That's a scary item for a lot of people. They don't know what to do with it. So we did our buffalo chicken spaghetti squash casserole, a great way to use a vegetable that not everybody is comfortable working with. So I hope that recipes like this tonight will inspire you to do something different. And again, you guys, feed your body fit. I hope you guys like this. And again, as always, love ya. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you guys Wednesday. We're going to be covering, Sophie's going to come back and help me again. On Wednesday, you guys, we are going to be covering 3 of our kid-friendly and kid favorites when it comes to easy make-ahead breakfasts for kids, because my kids are heading back to school in a couple weeks, and we need some easy, on-the-go, kid-friendly breakfasts that they love. And so we're going to be sharing our favorites with you. Again, have an amazing night tonight, you guys. Talk to you soon.